So welcome everyone. We're going to get started straight away. So my invitation is get yourself comfortable. Ensure that you are seated with your back upright and the base of your spine connected to the core of the earth. Have your feet on the floor if you can, and have the middle of your feet connected to the core of the earth. Have your arms on either side of you. And with your arms on either side of you, have your palms facing forward. And the tips of your fingers are also connected to the core of the earth. I have put my video back on, and if there is any difficulty whatsoever, Kiara, please turn my video off. I'm going to have my eyes closed. We are not going to be on Facebook Live today. The tips of your fingers are also connected to the core of the earth. And these golden cords that have the energy of the precious metal gold, as well as shungite, as well as the precious stone emerald. On your left hand, on the palm of your left hand, you are now holding, you can take your hands up and put them on top of your thighs. On the middle of the palm of your left hand is the presence of lavender quartz. On the palm of the right hand is the crystal, which is called clear quartz. It's called spatic. It's a clear quartz that comes from the Himalayas. Each one of you, we are all standing in a big circle in different parts of the world that we are in. And each one of you is surrounded by a circle of your own guides and your own guardian angels. Some of you are already plugged into and know the ascended masters that you are connected with. So you have a circle of those beings as well that are there on the outer circle. There are many ascended masters, well, there are about 1,300 of them, who have descended in the human form, and we have a huge circle of those that are also present in our call today. Each one of us is known to represent an archetype of several millions, tens of millions, and in some cases hundreds of millions of humans. So as each one of us recalibrates after the line gate peak energies, we have a direct impact in opening up at a cellular level a remembrance of that recalibration for all of those other beings that we are an archetypical representation of. There are a few of us that do not have any other archetype connection. We are quite unique. And that also is very special because there are several beings, several humans that are unique, that sometimes feel they don't belong. So by having you here in our midst, we are actually anchoring the energies of belonging. And a knowingness is where these energies of belonging set in. You know you belong. Just get yourself into the rhythm of this attunement. Attunement of your human form after the Lionsgate energies. Whilst we are still in the middle of the upleveling of the human form, it's very interesting to actually take a detour and be guided to recalibrate. We will have 3 further sessions of recalibration over the next several months. This is a very particular one that is anchoring for each one of us that which is unique aspect of our own recalibration post Lionsgate experience. There's a very specific situation that might have arisen for some of you, where that section from the middle of your upper back all the way to the top of your neck, where the spinal, the cervical spine actually begins. There's been a major readjustment of that region. And in that readjustment, for a period of time, the cerebral spinal fluid did not move as smoothly as it was meant to. It was all done by design to invoke and activate a new set of cellular memories. So you might have experienced pain, you might have experienced shoulder pain, you might have experienced pain just underneath the shoulder blades, and certainly you might have experienced like a real pressure on the back of your neck. It's actually designed to increase the resilience of the neck, but it would have felt really hard to straighten your neck. The shoulders would have found difficulty in readjusting to returning to their norm. And it's all to do with that weighing down energies that we were actually leaving behind. So as a part of our recalibration today, those energies that became burdensome for us are literally being released and being left behind. You may find a propensity to hold your breath and not realize that you are holding your breath. When you notice you're holding your breath, allow yourself to take a deep breath. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. The recalibration that we are experiencing today is also a recalibration that gets us closer to working on our lung sacs. We're going to get into that alignment breath and then go from there. Breathe in to the count of 9, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 6. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those of you who have your feet on the ground, just lift your toes up and tap them on the ground. Lift your heel up and tap your heel on the ground. Lift your toes up, tap the toes on the ground. Lift your heel up, tap the heel to the ground. Lift your toes up, tap them to the ground. Lift your heel up, tap the heel to the ground. Just keep going. Toes up, down, heel up, down. 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 Relax. Focus your breath in and breath out. Focus your attention on your heart. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion, and breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion into your heart. Breathe out gratitude and peace. The recalibration that is being shown to me, that we are initiating and activating today, is the recalibration of very specific organs, and there are 5 of them. And this recalibration brings about an immune boosting response. Brings about an immune boosting response for each one of you. And that recalibration is designed in such a way that it is in the perfect and the finest attunement of who you are and where you are. You keep your attention focused on your heart. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Each one of you has had a very specific opening during the Lion's Gate time of your lung sacs. The lung sacs usually get compromised when you hesitate in expressing the truth of who you are. And that was the case. The energies of the Lion's Gate are very strong, very rapid, and very highly propelling. And as you're breathing in, notice your own inner journey. It's as if there's a little version of you, which in fact is the most humongous aspect of you, because this little version is like a speck of light that is traveling through your esophagus. And pausing momentarily to allow your bodies to return to a norm from which to build and move forward with the next step. The breath that you were taking into your heart, you're now going to move lower down and you're going to breathe in. You're going to breathe into your small intestine. And when you breathe out, you will breathe out through your nose. And with every breath out, you drop your shoulders. And when you drop your shoulders, it's your crown that is lifted high. Notice that your organs are distinct from who you are. Notice that your health systems that you relate to normally, whilst they are in you, they are not you. This understanding alone unravels a fresh campaign that you take on for yourself. And the intention of that campaign is the complete alignment and presence of you. And stepping into the rhythm of your presence on this planet post Lionsgate. Now look at you. You are being supported to rise, and rise majestically, magnanimously. And as you rise majestically and magnanimously, you can literally take your arms and put them over your head and push them towards the cosmos. And as you do that, your feet dig deeper into the ground and your work starts to get anchored in a way that you have not managed to do before. This applies to everyone that is on this call, with or without a job. Now focus your attention on observing you. And you're going to go into your own breathing practice as I'm guided to very specific areas of that recalibration. And there are some that are varied for some of you will find that there's a variation and it doesn't matter. You anchoring your physiology in its highest vibe, in attunement with the vibration of the time is perfect. See yourself and in doing so, there is a very powerful realization that dawns, and it's a realization of collaborative co-creation. That is what shows up for each one of you as you step into the vibe of collaborative co-creation with our divine, with our creator. It's a beautiful journey that is occurring, and as that journey is occurring within you, the recalibration is setting in. It's as if wherever that recalibration is happening, that region gets enveloped in a combination of golden, pearlesque, and fluorescent green monochromatic lights, which are a very powerful food for the physiological makeup of your brains that protect it. Take your hands up and touch them against each other in a namaste. Feel the feel of all your fingers. In the honoring of the divinity within you, you allow yourself to receive in your whole and completeness the recalibrated version of you. What is that one word that is the human vibe attunement word? You're going to breathe in again, because what we have done is we have well and truly placed you into a completion journey, completing with celebration post Lionsgate 2020. We're bringing forth the human vibe and inviting the human vibe to acknowledge itself as a human, receive itself as a human, and accept itself as a human. So repeat after me. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's keep going. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once more, and then we will do the human vibe attunement chant. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in and breathe out softly, gently, but surely. And now repeat after me that this is your higher self acknowledging itself and it's your higher self. and all the relationships and connections that you have. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. Breathe in, anchor yourself into complete alignment. This is a very deep human vibe attunement, so it is totally fine if you are transing out right now and you feel that you need to go into a deep sleep. It's totally fine. You don't necessarily have to listen to this again. The job has already been done. You are being held in this beautiful, loving container of the grace of our Creator. Allow yourself to receive every nuance, every aspect, and everything at all about you in this human vibe attunement. Breathe in again. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breathe out. Love, kindness, and compassion. This time you're reversing it. You're breathing in gratitude and peace, and you're breathing out love, kindness, and compassion. We have got ourselves completely recalibrated, and we're going to be breathing out love, kindness, and compassion, and breathing in gratitude and peace. Take your palms in front of your throat, rub them against each other. Just keep rubbing them as you take them above your crown. Bring them back down in front of your face, all the way down to your heart. Rub them against each other. Put them over your eyes. Open your eyes at them. Take them on top of your head, the back of your neck, on either side of your neck, down your shoulders, but actually bring them down in the front of you. Keep going down, your hands over your heart, and you're coming down towards your solar plexus. Go down with both your hands pointing like an arrow towards your navel, and your thumb is touching each other just exactly where you're close enough to the solar plexus. You've got like a diamond type shape going on with your hands. And if you don't quite understand, it's not a problem. It's a cellular communication I'm doing, so your cells are picking it up. There's a very specific sacred geometry activation that I have initiated right now. And that activation invokes this recalibrated aspect of you, which now gets activated. Allow yourself to experience deep, deep dream states. Best not to rush around, at least not for the next 3 to 4 hours. You can be engaged in whatever you're engaged in. And if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel pushed around, pause, do the human vibe attunement chant, do the 9-4-6 breath, and return to your center. Many of us who have come from other constellations, you can relax your hands now. Many of us who have come from other constellations will find ourselves connecting with our peeps there with the intention of communicating in our power that we are choosing to stay here on this planet, which has gone through its own recalibration over the last 24 hours, recalibrating and preparing itself to flourish in an enriching way in the relationship industry. More about that later on this evening when we talk about step number 9, and that's 6 a.m. in the morning for here, us in India. You may feel a lot of buildup of heat. It's literally, your own prana, your own fire has just been reactivated. The human vibe attunement gets you into flow automatically. And it was important for your own fire to get reactivated. And this is going to allow for some of the growths that have come up to the surface in your whole cervical and thoracic regions. They literally melt away. Even though we haven't done a focused piece of work on your spine is the one that is actually getting recalibrated in a significant way to adapt itself so that it is adept at supporting the new crystalline form of your physiological being. Notice the edge of your lips. If they're not in a smile, then push them up. Let them be in a smile. Allow yourself to swallow that smile. Notice that smile go down vertebra by vertebra by vertebra, right in the center of your spine, all the way down to the base of your spine, and then down the back of your thighs, all the way down to the base of your heels. That movement has enabled a connection and reconnection and a remembrance of the various dots that have just been recalibrated with fresh insights and a fresh knowing of certain parts of your body. So they support you as you awaken in quick, rapid successions over the next 5 weeks. Coming from a knowing that you are the one that you have been waiting for. Just allow yourself to receive yourself as such. Take your left hand, put it on top of your heart, and your right hand over it. Very softly, very gently. You're holding yourself in the most amazing loving touch you have ever experienced in your life. And it's a touch of pure love with no expectations at all. Slide your hand down the middle of your body, down to your navel. Take your right hand down towards your right thigh, left hand towards your left thigh. Put the palms of your hands over your knees. Just hold them there. Just hold them there. Just hold them there. Relax and open your eyes. The recalibration is going to continue to take hold. The recalibration has affected micro muscle fibers, nanocells, and more in a full spectrum way. So allow yourself to receive that recalibration. It is a blessing. And as the recalibration completes, section by section in your body, there will be even greater revelations and reconnections that will get activated within you. Allow yourself to trust and trustingly receive. With that, I declare that the human vibe attunement is complete. And we always love to hear your completion words. So please do share your completion words. Miraculous grin invocation for recalibration. Lots of love, luminous, harmony, and trust sublime. Layers of lushness, splendor, golden flow, love and peace, complete and whole, coming home. Generative peace, gush of energy and trance. So true. Centered and complete. Appreciation for the ground and the sky. Light, energy, silence. Love, smiles, blessings. You and we are truly blessed. Indeed, full of miracles. Stillness. Grace and gratitude. What has opened up is an opportunity for you to experience the experience of you in this new recalibrated state. Allow your body and your cells to receive the gains fully from these recalibration experiences that we have been going through. And this is a very specific one that you have experienced, and a very unique one that again, deep, deep, deep hidden indigenous wisdom was aware of. And how fortunate that we have the opportunity to benefit and experience it all. With the expansion and divine truth, love, 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 total peace, grace and gratitude, I declare the session complete. Allow yourself to be in a space of stillness for just a little while. And when you stand up, don't just rush. Stand up, feel grounded, because you have expanded massively and you remain grounded with your golden cords. Just want you to feel that momentarily whilst your body is still completing the recalibration process. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Namaste.